HodgePodge Records exclusive.
Hey now!
Know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? See what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
So, say my name.
Brady's HodgePodgecast.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to HodgePodgecast episode, what are we, 12?
12.
12. We're 12. And I'm joined here by Thomas Finch.
What's up?
It's a Finch thing. And my new co-host on some podcast, JC Clifford.
What's happening, y'all?
We're going to be doing more of a remote thing out of my studio, and it should be a good time. We're focusing on gear today. Thomas tunes drums, is basically what he does. He plays drums, he tunes drums, but I've heard amazing things, and it just so happens I need my whole kit re-edited.
Imagine that is right.
So JC will be popping in and out, and we're going to talk to Thomas, speed it up, basically get to the basics of tuning, and also super special limited edition SJC Snare we're going to unbox. I haven't even opened the box. It was a Black Friday special. We're just going to talk about a bunch of stuff. I have my other SJC Snare here that needs some help. We're going to do something super awesome with the head of this bass drum. So without further ado, let's start.
Show us what you do, Thomas.
Yes.
All right, let's get it done. Very simple.
So, and you tuned. How long have you been tuning drums then?
Oh my god, well, if you consider for how long I've been playing, which is 26, 27 years, you pretty much have to start learning when you get started.
Yeah.
I have to replace heads at some point, so it's been a little while.
And we're gonna put the EMAD 2 on the back end of this 20-inch mahogany Gretsch snare drum. So now, with the EMADs, I see that they gave me a bigger thing too, and a littler thing. What do you recommend using? Does it matter?
Personally,
well, it matters, but I like the smaller one. That's what I have on now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it depends on the size of the bass drum, really. The bigger one's obviously going to give you a little bit more muffle and more of a thud, where the smaller one, from my experience, usually gives you more of a punch and an attack with minimal muffling. So it really depends on what you're going for.
Right.
So you ordered that and it came in with both. So that's new, that what they sent
Yes,
you there?
brand new. They sent me.
So they always send you, that's interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
know it's nice they give you options.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, when fully changing a bass drum head, do you put both on at the same time, or do you put one on before the other, or?
Usually for me, I put resonant head on first. I get that tuned or in the range or where I want it. Then I'll put the batter head on it and I'll stand on it. I'll stand on the batter head of the bass drum, get it seated properly, get it stretched right, and then go around and retune everything.
A guy who I saw at tuning clinic, Mike Miller, who does Glenn Sobel,
Yeah.
and worked with Gingerfish from
Kenny
Manson
Aronoff.
and-
Kenny Aronoff's tech when he's in
Yeah,
town.
he stands on stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So should I show the this resonant head? Should I
Oh, we're doing that first?
Should I do this
there
thing?
There we go.
I think we're doing
That's
it.
all up to you.
Is it that time? Is it the
Sure.
resonant time head?
Let's make it
Shame
happen.
there's not a drummer here. We could have a drum roll.
Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. The Inked by Evans.
Very nice.
HodgePodge Records head.
They really did a great job with that.
They
It really did. It looks really good.
It's printed and it was cheap, and
It doesn't look cheap though.
it doesn't look cheap,
Yeah.
but it was cheap. That's the best part. So I'll let you do the
You want
honors.
to share the dollars and cents? Because I still can't believe it.
I picked up a gift card on Amazon for $40.
Looks really good.
Yeah, isn't that nice? I mean, that's something that's $150, $200. Somebody screens that. And
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It looks great. It really
That's
does look
fantastic.
I'm excited.
Want to go ahead and actually throw it on there all the way? Just gonna finger tighten these down just to get them finger tight before we really get into it. For me, that's the trick. It's the finger tightening.
Finger tightening?
It's all about the finger tightening. All right. Looks great.
It does.
It does look good.
Yeah, looks really good. Okay, I guess we'll get it on there, huh?
Let's get it on there.
This is the common drummer problem, losing drum keys all the time. There it is.
Blends in.
Yes. I'm gonna give it two cranks for now.
So that's pretty much standard. The cross,
Cross tuning.
you're pretty much doing a.
It's like a star pattern depending
Yeah.
on how many lugs.
Yeah.
You know, if you can do it, you always cross them this way, and you hit them like this just to get it.
Just even tension all
It's
the way around.
exactly at even
Yeah.
tension. So this is what I'm saying about finger tightening. If anybody noticed, the first thing I did is I came over here and I spun it. I tightened it before I did it too. And then when I do my cross, I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm
Make
going
sure
to
it's
loosen it,
tight. Yeah.
finger tighten it. Because as you tighten these down, everything else becomes loose. Everything else on here starts to become loose because if you tighten it, the head drops.
Yeah.
So finger tighten it, give it two. So we hit that, we hit this. Now I'm going to hit this one.
Yeah, you actually tuned up Questlove's kit once, right?
Yeah, for the 2012 Macy's Day Parade,
That's cool.
I tuned that up. Yeah, it's amazing what goes into getting a kit ready for the parade.
Now, how did you get that gig?
Actually, a old friend of mine's father was the head art director for Macy's.
Nice.
He helps and works with everybody who wants to design floats and do pictures in stores, and you can get hired to work to set up all the floats for the parade. And it just so happened they needed someone who could
Yeah.
do work on a float for a drum set. So they said, they're like, oh, the Roots are coming to town. I'm like, before I even knew what I was doing, I just threw my hand up, and they needed someone to put the drums up on the stage. So
That's the golden rule. You said it right there.
really is. So we got
Somebody appreciates you and asks you to do something, you automatically say yes, and then you figure out later how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let's face it. I mean, who wants to sit there and just do a bunch of slave work when you can set up drums? I mean,
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
work smarter, not harder. Right?
So what would you say the most integral piece to tuning a drum set would be then?
Your ears. Really, your ears.
This is true.
Just getting and understanding how many turns and how tight things need to be comes with doing it over and over and over again. You get quicker, you get better with it. So that should be just about there. If not, another quarter turn around each one. We should be good.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Should throw on the batter head.
Let's do it.
E-man. I'm weird. I have to have all of my logos of drum heads facing up.
Me too.
And if I'm behind and I have the toms there, if the
Good
tom
match.
the tom is angled,
Yeah.
the logos have to be facing the gut. They have to be facing me. Or for whatever reason, I feel like the universal energy is going to be off. Things are going to go wrong. Just
I feel
has
the
to
same.
be even.
And one of my
Oh my
friends, Greg, he doesn't pay any attention to the logos or anything. I'm just like, Greg, what are you doing?
No. Drives me crazy. It looks
Yeah.
cleaner. It's more organized.
Yeah.
You can sit behind a drum set. Logos are facing the wrong way. It just looks sloppy. It looks messy. That's personal preference.
Okay. No, I agree. Okay, now I have these EQ patches too. Do you recommend those?
I would.
Okay.
If you're using double bass, you have a heavy foot.
Yeah.
That will save you from putting a dent in the drum head. Save you from tearing through. Absolutely. Are they the Kevlar?
Yeah. Now, I hear a lot of people talking too, like when they break a head, to always have some pieces of Mylar in your kit, and
Sure.
then you can gaff tape it on.
You can.
Get you through a gig.
I always save my old snare drum heads,
Yeah.
and I'll cut, if it's a 2-ply, and then I will cut a piece of the good snare head out of it in a little square patch, and I'll keep it in my little tech box.
Beautiful.
So if I blow through a head, duct tape, boom, 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 you just tape
Yeah.
another piece of the drum head on it, get you through the show. It works for me. Now I'm gonna press, I'm gonna check for wrinkles around the drum head. You can see there's a few of them. You can hear them, how floppy it might be. So we'll do the same thing again. Drum pedal. See where we're at. Sounds good right there. But now I gotta jump on it now. We good? Ready?
Yeah.
Let's see this baby.
Makes me nervous.
Makes you nervous?
Oh yeah.
That's all it takes, right there.
Beautiful.
Heard the glue crack? There's your wrinkles again. See that?
Yep.
That's the whole point. I'm gonna give it half a turn on this. So we're here, half a turn. And as we're going, you're probably gonna hear some of the glue crack again. That's just the drum head seating itself. Totally normal.
But you want that tight seat, right?
You do,
In order
you
to
really
get
do.
that way it won't detune less.
That's
and-
right. By doing and standing on the drum like that, you know, I mean, you're not going to do that to an 8-inch tom. You'll probably
Right.
collapse the whole drum, but
Yeah.
some guys do it. The tighter the drum head sits on the bearing edge of the drum, the better of a tone you're going to get. The more.
Do you do that on just the kick, or do you do it on bigger toms?
I'll stand on a 16 or an 18-inch floor tom,
Yeah.
depending on the type of drum head that I have on there. Yeah, I mean, that's not an issue at all. I'll do it.
And
do it.
Just
I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
Dummy question, but
Sure.
does it matter weight? Does it matter you standing on it or me standing on it is night and day?
Yeah, it might
So-
matter a little bit.
No, it's a good question because
Yeah, it might matter a little bit.
I've stood on a
if
few
somebody
of
weighs
mine.
200 pounds and they, they crack through.
After
it.
seeing Mike Miller do it, I've done it. I do it now, but
Really?
I don't stand on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I like
Not
give it
that.
a little I give it a little, little leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of my legs is about the size of him, so it equals out. Just,
All right. Let's see what she sounds like by throwing a little bass drum kick on it. Now the front of the bass drum, I'm probably going to hold the front of the bass drum off the ground. Usually you put the legs down and all that, which we can just do, I guess.
yeah.
Just make that happen. Putting the front of the bass drum about an inch off the ground, for me, produces a better tone than someone who keeps it on the floor.
Yeah, that's generally what I do too. About an inch off.
Yeah. Let's see where we're at.
Ooh, that's thumpy.
Yeah. And that's with the,
I like
the
that.
thin EMAD ring in there
Yeah.
too. Now we can turn it to the felt side and see if that changes the tone. I'm more of a,
Nice.
the range stick likes it. Cool. Yeah, I think that's
That,
good.
listen to that thump.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's not bad.
It's got
That's
some
it.
thump.
Cool. There's your bass drum.
All right, do we want to patch it?
Yeah, let's patch that thing.
Do you want my pedal with the double?
You want to do a double? Sure, we can test it out with
Yeah,
some.
just to. Well, no, I mean, just to make sure you get it in the right placement.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's
Just
do it.
recently got the DW5000, and I got the black sheep beaters on it.
Nice. Thanks to Joe Moving.
Okay, here,
Me
you want
and
Joe
to
Moving
go
news
along
group.
with that?
That's right.
You want me to turn this, face the camera so people can see it being applied, or
No,
there's no
that's
camera
all right.
toward the back here?
Yeah, no. We'll just
Okay.
MuginMusicGroup.com. Get your black sheep beaters, the Rich Redmond Black Sheeps. Okay.
It's a sweet pedal, man.
It really is, though.
Just even the gearing looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's grab that sucker there. Now, based on where your beaters are, this patch is going to sit a little higher.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah. Because that's where I have the beaters generally, so. Evans does make their patches sticky.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's the finger piece there. All right,
Beautiful.
there it is.
Now, oh wait, throw that back on there. And then I'll
Yeah.
have you throw on this. Now throw on the cover on that one. To just
Oh, the beater
insert
cover.
The black sheep. Yeah, that's
Let's
the.
check
yeah,
out the black
That's
sheep.
the whole thing. It's a double pedal, right?
This is nice and easy to put on, too.
Yeah. See the difference?
What a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can really get that.
That was heard that was based off of Rich's hair.
Rich's
Is that right?
Yeah. After it's
That
been
looks
done.
like it.
Yeah, and that's not bedhead. That's after product and.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
buddy.
black sheep's got a good.
Yeah.
It's like almost turning it into a mallet. That's really good.
Doesn't that sound wild?
I like it.
Yeah.
Really
So
cool.
all right, let's do the floor. What, do we want to do the rack tom or floor tom next?
We could do the rack tom.
Yeah. So how long have you been playing drums then?
Oh, geez, Mama Dukes will tell you it's been since I came out. But
Yeah.
I think it's been just roughly for me 30 now, so it's been just 26, 27 years, really.
Wow.
Had my first drum kit when I was just a small kid.
What was your first kit?
Probably pots and pans, but a TKO percussion drum set is really the very first one that I was on as an actual playable drum set. Yeah.
Now, what's your kit of choice these days?
Oh, we talked about this earlier. I have two. I mean, I like DW kits, but I also love Pearl. Pearl is more biased because my father had a Pearl drum set.
Yeah.
He had the old Pearl Export, so not only is it more nostalgia, but they sound really good. So a Pearl Masters Maple is a great sounding kit for like country and studio recording, whereas that DW is great for live and really good for rock recording.
Gotcha.
So if I'm going out on the road, I'm taking my Pearl out with me because it looks good.
Nice.
Gold sparkle. Yeah, Jason Schmidt helped me pick out that kit. He's the one that really sold me on the sparkle.
Well, yes,
Okay,
batter
yeah,
and
see
batter.
that?
Now he told me
Trick
to get EC2s as a batter. I already had these hydraulics. I really like the look of these hydraulic blues. I think they're cool. They make the hydraulic reds, the blacks. I play with the blacks now, kind of. So I hate the color red, so blue it is for me.
Blue's a good color. Now
Yeah,
we're
I'm
doing
gonna
two of
try
these,
blue.
or we're doing this and
We're
an
doing
EC2.
that and an EC2 for the
Oh,
resin.
that's gonna
So,
be funky.
yeah, you told me to get some batter heads for the resin.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. This is gonna be good.
And by the way, I forgot to mention, we're at Soundmind Studios in East Stroudsburg,
Yep.
Pennsylvania. And it's really nice of Dan letting us use his facility here because it's halfway between me and halfway between you.
That's
so, and JC's right down the street, so he's a jerk. He always does, the least amount of work.
Oh, absolutely.
He's good at that. You're the pro at that.
There it
You should
is.
do a clinic on the least amount of work. I'm kidding. Here we go, putting batters. Batters is the resin.
Batters as a resin. Breaking all the rules.
EC2s. Why do they put the little piece of tape on
I
there?
have no idea.
Confuses me.
No idea.
Hey, look at that. There's the.
There it is.
Yeah, but yeah,
All right.
we don't need it.
See that? I'm strange. I'm telling lining up the logo. It's gotta be.
Oh yeah, me too. I was
Gotta be
yelling.
just right.
JC was there the other day when I was yelling at people. I was like, "What are you doing?"
It just feels right that way. It just
It
feels
does.
right.
Symmetrical.
The heads, you could always push on one side and they would lift up. You can push on the other and they would
Yeah.
lift up. The 360s, they sit exactly what they say. They sit 360 degrees all the way around, perfectly even, no fuss, no muss.
Now, how often do you recommend changing the reso heads?
The Rezo heads?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I probably won't have to change this for 10 years, right?
no, not that long. I mean, you definitely change Rezo heads. For me, if you're a consistent player and you play every day, probably like an hour a day on the minimum. I'm weird. I would change it every 3 months. Some guys stretch it every 6 months. Some guys don't change them for a year. But like every other drum head, the Rezo heads may not be getting hit by a drumstick, but they're getting used and they're getting worn out because of the vibrations of
Yeah.
the air being pressed against it. So they do wear out. There
Well, I'll
is
tell
no
you,
doubt.
these haven't been changed for about 2 years, so. Do the
Do that
floor?
one more time. Yeah, it's pretty much right there. It just needs to be fine-tuned a little bit. I'm going to hit that with a little bit of sandpaper real fast. I always like to do that. Check the bearing edges.
Yeah. So wait, let me feel the.
Sure.
where you're-
Let's
Okay,
feel
yeah,
the little
yeah.
burr, the little rough,
Yeah,
rough
okay.
spot.
So yeah, and you just.
Hit it with some high grade sandpaper, really fine grit, and you just
Kinda.
smooth out that bearing edge real nice.
Nice. That's something that I don't think I've seen anyone else talk about.
No.
No. So we're gonna get a little bit of a different tone out of the drums because you're going hydraulic, which is meant to be kind of fat, wet, and dark.
Which is what I
And
like.
then you're doing an EC2, which is durable, and it's kind of a mid-range.
I'm biting my tongue.
Oh,
It's
set
like
myself
comedy
up.
gold
Yeah.
all day today.
Fat, wet, and dark. We'll get into that later with the question, how do you like your women? All right.
Oh my goodness. All right. Batter.
Is that bad?
All day.
Boom.
He says I'm the master of finding ways not to take the easy road out.
Oh, is that right?
He formulated a whole podcast out of getting his drums retuned.
Don't tell anybody.
Hey, this is probably the most expensive podcast I've ever done.
Yeah.
All these heads, we're unveiling a snare.
I hope you're doing a really good high-end recording soon. Free drum tuning, bring them right in. Drums sound great. We'll hire you again. Thanks.
We had so many questions, Tom, from the last program.
We have these beautiful Rich Sticks, HodgePodge Records Brady editions.
Brady edition.
Went up to Rich Sticks, and yeah, we'll be playing with some Brady's on the next podcast probably. So yeah,
Let me see them. They came out nice.
yeah, they have the Rich grip on it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it did the script. Very cool.
Yeah,
All right, so here, let's try out one of the Brady sticks.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is without the resonant head.
Just a fat.
And it's
little-
not exactly tuned all the way, but you have no boom, there's no resonance, there's no ding coming
Yeah.
out of it, because there's nothing there for the airflow to bounce back. It goes straight down. So it's just dry.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So for me, I'm like, well, it makes sense. If I'm fighting with a batter head and a resonant head, and one's thicker and one's thinner, if I can just tune two of the same drum heads to the same tension, they're both gonna sound exactly the same. Problem solved. I didn't really know that by doing that, I was gonna get such a pure, awesome tone out of the
Yeah,
drum,
yeah.
and it was gonna work well with the shell, and the drum was gonna sing so beautifully.
Yeah.
And I've never looked back. I've never gone back to
Well,
using
hopefully I
resonant
never look back either.
head. It really is really, really good.
And
And
hopefully you
again,
don't get a brick through your window later.
traditionalists will argue, oh, you gotta have a resonant head. It's good for this and it's good for that. And it is good for certain types of music. But I've taken both batter head top and bottom in every situation, whether it's a country show, country recording, rock, metal show recording, and it sounded good in every setting.
Cool.
Every setting, so it works good for me. Now you hear the boom,
Yeah.
that's from the resonant head. It's not just boom from when we hit it
Yeah.
without the resonant head on, so
Yeah.
that's that.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can see the oil in the drum heads
Yeah.
too. It's really good.
All right, well, let's put that off to the side. Let's talk about snares. All right, let's talk about the Bucks County, yeah?
Oh, I'm afraid to touch that one. That sounds really good
Yeah.
as it is.
You can
Well, yeah,
just-
yeah, but I mean, just...
You can just fondle it. It's all right.
I'm good at that. What? Yeah, this is such a beautiful drum.
Isn't that
really,
amazing?
It really is. I just love the hardware on this thing. The finish itself is amazing.
Well, that will be a
God
podcast
almighty.
that we'll be doing. Is we're gonna go down to Bucks County, drums.
And
down
as silly as this sounds, the fact that the rims themselves, the hoops, the tension rods are silver, which is different than the hoop, and it adds such a great looking contrast to the shell.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
does. The hoops blend well with the finish of the shell, and then you have the silver tension rods that pop. It's really, really good.
Well, let's hear it.
I love it. Yeah, this is where it's at right now. Give a good rim shot out of it. It's really good. So good. It's beautiful. I love it.
Now, what would you do to make it better? Anything?
To make it better, again, it's preferential. It's what you want.
Yeah.
This is that nice fat wet bop that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier. It's
Yeah.
it's already there. It's got it.
Yeah.
It really does have it. It's got a good bite out of the end. It's got a good top. It's really, really nice. It's a deeper shell, 14 inches in diameter.
Now, I noticed this has 3 different settings.
Yep.
Is that for?
It's a trick throw off.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems to me like you can just set it for the tension where you
You
want.
can, same thing. You can
Loose and
dial
tight.
it in.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh,
Same
okay.
way.
It's
Yep.
really
So let me
great.
see the sticks first.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Because you got the. Kind of what DW's doing too, but
Yeah.
just the.
Now, what I would do, just from looking at it, sound-wise, it's got nothing to do with it. But it's something I also told Chris Thompson from Eli Young Band when I was at a few shows with him and hanging out with him, is that he had strings, snare string wires that were holding those snares on. I'm like, Chris, you're gonna want to change that. You're gonna want to get rid of those. He's like, why? I'm like, listen, take an old snare drum head, cut it into strips, fold it in half, and use that to hold on your snare strainer.
Yeah.
Hold on your snare wires. And sure enough, the very next show, he actually texts me and he says, dude, you're never going to believe this. I broke the strings that were holding the snares on.
Yeah.
And Braden, his tech,
Yeah.
switched them out. And he hasn't had a problem since. So for me, I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Some guys love them. They're
Yeah.
sketchy for me. I just don't. I'm afraid they're going to break and snap in the middle of a show. And it's not the route I want to go down.
Right.
So that's the only thing I would change.
Cool.
It's a great snare.
So Ridge Sticks has these twist rods, which you get a nice sound of it. You can even
You have a mallet on the back end of them?
yeah. So you
It's got
can
a rubber mallet.
counterweight. And check
Yeah.
them out.
Cool.
They're sweet.
Got a good balance.
Yeah. Kevin Feeney
bad.
makes them for Rich Stick. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. They're nice. They're like they're Twist Rods Rock patents. And
Yeah, if you notice
that's a rim shot.
the little
Yeah.
difference, which he does, which I really think is cool, is it really is twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
yeah.
helps in
And it's-
durability and,
Sure.
and life. So you're not watching them explode across the stage. You know?
And it has this little
Yeah, where you can
black
tighten them up.
rubber ring on here. You can tighten them up. Get more of a hot rod sound out of it, or get more of a wooden brush sound out of it, which
Yep.
is really cool. I like it. Got the big rubber back. It almost looks like floor tom.
Well, they actually come
Feet.
with 2 caps. I put them on just so we could showcase them, but
Oh,
then,
so
but
this
all
is
you do
brilliant.
is take
Pull
the
it
end off, and then there's the regular, just small little
Yeah.
cap.
us a little
that's not
So
Cymbal
these
swell
are
over
real
there with
floor
that.
tom feet.
What's that?
Give us a little cymbal swell over there with that.
A cymbal swell?
Yeah. No, with the end. That's
Oh
what you
yeah,
put-
I like that sound.
Well, yeah, but that's not.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah,
floor tom feet.
I know, isn't that?
Incredible.
Isn't that a great idea?
Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, Kevin Feeney thought.
It's the next $1 million idea right here. This really is great. You can just use it as a stick or use it as a mallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a good wash on the cymbal too.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And the neat thing is, while you're chatting about that real quick, just because of time and space.
I want to give this one good cymbal swell with the.
Go ahead.
Floor tom feet.
There's also,
Amazing. My mind is blown.
this is the Twist Rods Jazz,
Yeah, yeah.
which is obviously a little lighter.
Hold on to those.
And
Yeah.
just to show you, this is the cap they all come
That's
with.
the cap.
So this one has it. See that this one has the
That's
mallet
the floor
end.
tom
This
foot,
one,
yeah.
this one has the regular cap.
I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start putting floor tom feet on the back of my sticks now. Wow, yeah.
And then for the intimate New York jazz scene gigs, like the Daniel Glass
Oh
kind of
yeah.
things,
At the Birdland
they're the
Lounge.
jazz lights.
Twisted Rods Jazz Light.
Lights.
Floor tom feet on
Like
the back.
feathers.
It really is. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
They really are. This is really good. It's a much thinner dowel. You have a little bit more.
Look at those dowels.
They're really good. Yeah. Well, those are going to give you a lot of rock sound.
Yeah.
I like them. They're really good. Great, great, great. Absolutely love them.
Cool, man.
Fantastic.
Well,
They make
we
some
did a little work
good
with Rich Sticks, but then it's funny. That's another thing we should do
wanna
is
give 'em
podcast them. Yeah, I know. Sorry, these are mine. Thanks, Kevin.
All right, well, Bucks
And
County,
Fitz
right
and
there.
Joshua.
Yeah, Bucks County.
Let's talk about your
yeah.
vintage.
Oh yeah,
Your
yeah.
little vintagey.
Yeah.
That guy.
So this is my father's snare. This is a 1962, 1964 Ludwig Super Sensitive. He's had this since he was a child. And this, believe it or not, is probably the drum that I started playing on.
Wow.
Probably, because when you're a kid, what else can you? I mean, you sit behind the kid, you
Yeah.
can't reach anything. This is the only thing that's right in front of you. So this is probably the drum that I actually started playing.
And
So
look at that. You said about the cases and stuff. Look at that old school. Just it's out there. Man.
yeah, I mean, he passed not that long ago, so I just had acquired this after, a little bit of heckling with the family to get the drum.
Yeah.
And I haven't exactly found a case yet that I can stick this in comfortably that's fitted to it to keep it protected without getting something custom made, because the old snares have the sides, the strainers that come and stick out off the
Right.
drum 2 inches. So it's a little bit different, and when it is tuned in and dialed up, it is loud as could be and very, very good, very articulate. Can really get the sticks to bounce off it really well. So
Right.
I haven't touched it. It's been sitting for a while.
Yeah?
So
Well, let's hear where we're at right now.
where we're at right now, it's probably not the greatest sound in America, but this is where we're at now.
Sounds pretty
It's
good.
where it's at. So yeah, I mean, it sounds great. He's had this in country settings, southern rock settings, and it fits everywhere. It has tuning ranges unlike anything I've heard before.
Nice.
And he was a big fan. He left the triple flange hoop on the bottom, and he put a die cast hoop on the top. It's a heavier hoop, solid, just a solid hoop, and you get that. Oop.
Ooh,
You get
yeah, that rim shaft.
Oh man,
Where's
it's
that?
just loud as could be. It really is. So
Yeah,
we can
dial
play
it
with
up
it.
a little bit and
yeah, we're gonna dial up everything today, right?
yeah.
We'll dial them in. We'll get it sounding good. Want to start on the kit? Want to get the kit rolling?
Let's unveil this.
Ooh,
bad boy.
yeah, I
there
forgot
you go.
about that. Let's do that.
Let's do this.
The Brady sticks. Don't tell him. I'm slipping these in the
I'll be stealing my
Slide
Brady
those where you
sticks.
can't see them.
All right.
You
Well,
just gonna tear, or you want to do it nicely, or?
well, it's stapled, so I mean,
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't think you can really. So okay, they put these on special for Black Friday. Very very good. I guess they only made 25 of them, and it's black nickel over steel, 14 by 6.5, I believe.
You know how I knew you were really excited about this?
Yeah.
Because usually when you text me, you don't use exclamation points, and you use 2
really?
on this one.
Did I?
Yeah. I was like, whoa, he's really
They
excited.
package their stuff pretty nice.
Yeah, they do.
We can turn this into a drum. No, we can't. It's a little bit too thin.
Got your birth certificate?
Oh my!
I did. Look at that.
this.
Yep.
November 28th. Well, I'll show you.
Made in mass.
Yep.
Brady Hartman. Yep. My little
Amazing
birth certificate.
facility Mike has up there.
Look at that. That's nice. Oh, let's see this piece. Oh, it's already got it. It's already got it.
It's already got it on there.
All right, let's
Move this. Oh, that's pretty. Do you have a snare stand for this? Yes, we do.
wow. See, it's got the limited edition badge on it here.
That's pretty.
So,
Wow.
nice throw on. Man, it's already got the 300 on the bottom. It's already.
I'm curious to see where he's got it
Got a
tuned to
number?
fresh out of the box.
I don't know if it has a number. Nope. It just limited edition.
So, yeah, and you said how many? 25?
Yeah, they only made 25 of these.
And you don't know which one out of the 25 this is, huh?
Nope.
Doesn't give you a little tag or anything?
It doesn't.
Little number on the...
Nope.
Birth
I don't-
certificate?
I don't believe so.
I'm gonna have to make a phone call for that.
Yeah, this was nope, it doesn't say. But yeah, this was a Christmas present from my cat. He said that I could open it early. Thank you, Sage. You're such a great cat.
Let's get this in here nice. How do you pay for it? How do you pay for it?
You don't want to know.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Let's see where he's got
Trade for
Alright.
play kind of thing.
Oh, the sticks are over
The
there.
sticks I'm
Yeah,
trying to hide
yeah,
from you.
Yeah,
Hey, you want to do the honors? It's all you.
yeah.
It really is. I'm telling you, it's all about that really deep, wet bottom.
Yeah.
Got a good bite. So what do you want to do with this? You want to...
Let's, just,
It's got a G2 on there. That's a nice
Yeah.
thin head.
yeah.
It's going to give you a real bright sound.
Let's see. Let me see the hands again. You can just, just for the most part.
I'm trying to get a tack off this drum head, but it don't want to come off.
I got a ton.
Oh, I got that.
God, these suckers don't come off when you put them on. Ooh, there's your throw off. So you got rid of a lot of that.
Overtone.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make JC come up here
Yeah, right?
and groove. And groove?
And groove?
JC,
A
everybody!
groove? Alright, ready? I don't want to break it though, you know. Being my inaugural, drummer, ready? That's it. Thank you. No, seriously, it sounds good. Yep, came out really good.
So hi.
How you doing?
Dude, first of all, thank you so much for letting us use this.
No problem.
perfect.
Anytime.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was halfway between me and Finch, and it's beautiful.
Cool. Where are you guys coming from?
I'm coming from Williamsport. Where are you going?
West Milford.
West Milford.
Ah, that's not
West
bad.
Milford.
Yeah.
Right down the road.
So, yeah. So this is, but you're moving the studio, right?
Yes, we've been here for almost 17 years now. We're ready for a. The place is fine, just a little bored.
Yeah. How many
Yeah.
little?
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few little boards everywhere. little
Yeah.
boards.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here then? Well, you said 17 years.
Yeah, a long time.
And how many bands do you think have came through in that 17 years?
Oh, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
When did you stop hanging on the wall?
5 years ago, maybe.
So yeah.
Wow. What was what's been your favorite? I know you're probably gonna be like,
Well, my recent favorite is the band Three Legged Fox.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Those guys are from Philly. Actually, they're scattered now, but they're an awesome band.
Now the new facility, people will be able to stay, right?
Yeah.
And all that?
We have that here, but
Okay.
it's just this place has a lot more rooms. The new place is a lot bigger. It's kind of a compound.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So 17 years, you kind of did the whole analog to digital changeover. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's really good now. I had a tape machine for a while. I haven't used it in probably 5 years. Last time I used it, I was kind of just so used to digital now.
Yeah.
It's quicker. Yeah, you still have to play well.
Right.
It's just a lot quicker. Bands don't have money to spend.
Oh yeah. How much did tape cost back in the day compared to?
It got up to like $350 a roll.
which is
Wow.
insane.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
It used to be 175 when I was in a band,
Yeah.
and you need a lot of rolls, So
Wow.
sometimes it's a whole band's budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
$200
think about it. Yeah.
So you do it all then, right? You engineer, you produce, you mix, do you master?
Yeah, I do everything. I think the last record, one of the last records that I sent to mastering was Framing Hanley,
Mm.
which was like, oh man, that was like probably 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And when I sent it away, it came back, and I was, I kind of just get it how I like it to sound,
Yeah.
and just.
So Framing Hanley, did you do like the Since You've Been Gone cover and stuff like that, or what?
I did the record. It had a song "Stupid Girl" on it.
Okay. Nice. That was a good record.
Yeah, it was
didn't know
good.
That was done here.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think that was the last one I sent out to mastering.
Because I met you 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And ever since I met Dan, everything's literally been constructed, deconstructed,
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I don't know. There's some really good mastering guys, but the really super good ones, they're expensive.
Yeah.
And like I said, I kind of get the records to sound how I want, and it's kind of like you take the chances of them getting a little screwed up.
What's your favorite thing? Do you out of producing, engineering, mixing, mastering? What's your favorite?
Mixing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a hermit, so mixing is kind of my. I would love to. I hang out with people, but I'm definitely a hermit. So
Yeah.
I like to just.
Plus, you get to bring all those single tracks that you recorded into like that finished product.
And the thing is, I'm such a detailed mixer. Like I was giving a class today, and I go through a process. I'm definitely not a fast mixer. Some guys will just bring up the tracks and start mixing. I'll have to do a day of just messing around with stuff, cleaning up stuff, make sure everything's perfect, make sure this before I could even sit down and make music.
Nice.
It's just everyone.
I'm
has
like that
different
sometimes
style.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's different.
I saw a meme once that was like, it was a guy sitting there and it was like, this sounds awesome. It was like 5 a.m. and then it was like noon. It was like garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when that happens when you're just like mixing all night and you're like, oh yeah, this is awesome. You go to bed, you wake up, click that space bar and you're like, what was I thinking?
Well, I'm mixing a record right now from Madison Rising, and it sounds really good. And I was getting it kind of where I wanted, and I was referencing a Shinedown track, which I thought sounded amazing. And I put that on. I'm like, I need a little more work. I was like, it's
Yeah.
you gotta, sometimes. But I don't usually. I've been here so long. I don't have to. It doesn't take me a lot to know what it should sound like. It's just all these mental processes that I have to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of music do you listen to? What's your favorite kind of genre?
Oh, jeez. I listen to everything.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lot of music outside of here anymore. I listen to, like, podcasts, like weird stuff. But music I listen to, I like a lot of 70s, like, not rock. I don't like a lot of 70s rock, but I like weird bands like the Bee Gees and stuff. I listen to anything with, like, a groove and melody.
Nice.
I don't listen to a lot of really heavy stuff.
You just
even
play
though I
it.
work on a lot of really
I was
heavy
just
stuff.
going to say, and
Yeah.
you play it.
And I play it.
You play it.
But
So do you play everything? Bass, guitar, drums, all that stuff?
just bass and guitar, really.
Yeah.
Not a lot of drums. Like program really well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how I am. I can
Yeah.
definitely hear. I can listen to a track and then program it right away.
Yeah, me too.
But as far as
Yeah.
coordination, I'm getting better. But yeah, that's the good thing. I can program a song right after I hear it.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Program properly.
So, well, once again, thank you for having us. And
Anytime.
yes, we'll have to come and
You
see.
gotta
the
come to the new
studio.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
It's been 3
I was
years
just gonna
now.
say the new place is. I've had the opportunity to watch it go from shell, like where he literally gutted the place,
Mhm.
to where it's at now, and you're 2 months away, you think?
Maybe less.
Yeah, which is perfect.
that place went from. We took it down to everything.
There was no wiring. It was insane.
Yeah.
It really. They really did gut it.
Yeah, people actually came in and stole all the copper out.
Yeah, it was
all
crazy.
like the copper.
Yeah.
Made a couple bucks. But it's been 3 years of, I've never had so little money as I do now.
Mm.
It all went to the building.
Well,
Yeah.
let's hope it.
Let's hope I make some back.
Oh, absolutely. Well, like I said, Dan and I have been chatting about doing events there and not just having a live room just for
Yeah.
music, but like when you see it, it's the vibe. When you
It's
walk
cool.
into the house,
That's cool.
and it's on 5 acres?
5 acres, yeah.
5 acres of land with a swimming hole.
Well, I knew a guy who you could
Redneck
incorporate,
pool.
you know, like a music video package in with.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll do it.
Coming up.
Anything we can do.
Yeah.
The B room is actually not that much smaller than this,
Yeah.
this A room. So it's and the A room's really big, but it's cool. It's not like just like a big open, you know. It's,
Well, you guys, I've showed them some pictures and stuff. They've
Yeah.
seen the fireplace and the stonework, and
Nice.
yeah, like I said, it's got a great country feel to it, and close enough to everything too that
yeah,
you could come hang out there for days,
yeah.
but not be totally removed from
No.
the
It's
world.
got a bar right around the corner.
Yeah,
There you go. Well, thank you again.
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
Danny, thanks, brother, as always, man.
You're welcome, of
All
course.
Yes, I'm sure
Thank
we'll catch
you.
up with you on at the new place.
Yeah.
Soon.
Cool,
I'm
cool.
not dead first, but you know.
Yeah, same here. My aim is
I
to
look
pop
dead.
at any moment, so. So we've seen some drums, we've tuned some drums, we've played some drums, we've fondled some drums,
Well, they fondled the drums. I watched them though, which is actually creepier.
sat in the corner
Yeah.
watching.
Maybe I should have been fondling.
Like,
So dude, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
my pleasure.
coming in, and I mean your snare's awesome and my snare's awesome and his snare's mediocre. Oh, I'm kidding. Actually, it's really nice. Like,
it really is. It really is
Bust
nice.
his balls.
It really is nice.
I'm like, what'd you say? I'm not Ed McMahon. I'm who?
Andy Richter.
Andy Richter.
Richter.
Just getting beaten like a redheaded stepchild.
You only have like 7 of them.
Yeah, true.
So, one thing I ask everyone on podcasts is I ask them 5 questions.
Sure.
So, what's your favorite beverage? What is your beverage of choice?
Alcoholic or like morning
Just-
beverage?
Any beverage.
Any beverage you wish.
Oh man, I could drink coffee all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
I'm not I've never liked coffee at all.
No?
No.
Tea.
Coffee.
Yeah, I'm an
Alright,
unsweet tea. Unsweet iced tea all day, baby, all day.
Actually,
water.
one of my favorite beverages is the ones that you don't have all the time, and then when you have it, you're like, "Damn, I totally forgot how much I love this.
Like that's
So
how I know
good.
the White Russian. Like I don't like milk per se or coffee,
And
but that
throw
with
some
vodka,
vodka in it.
Oh, it's
wow,
over.
my God.
delicious. Just
Milk and vodka.
Sure.
Happy
a
Russian
little
cows.
Kahlua. No.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I honestly had no idea.
Yeah,
what
Kahlua.
Russian
You ever have
was.
Mexican coffee?
No.
Oof.
Yeah, rough.
Ooh, a little rough.
All right. If you could work with someone, living or dead or not born yet, who would you work with?
Oh, not to be sappy, but it has to be my dad.
Yeah.
It has
Oh,
to.
that's
It
not
has to be
sad,
my
man.
father.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah, he may have passed away and all, but as a grown adult, I've never, and having actually gotten my foundation from drumming from him, I've never been able to sit him down in a room, be like, Dad, let's jam, let's play,
Yeah.
let's talk
Nice.
about what makes your drumming, and my drumming, and like let's learn. I think that's very important. I would have loved to have that opportunity because I may be better. I may be a jazz musician now because he may have said something that could have changed my entire world.
Yeah.
So I would love to at least get a good half hour, 45 minutes to sit him down and just pick his brain about anything and everything.
See, I would love to do that with Zach Hansen. So I
Yeah?
think that would be.
No joke? No jokes. My first band, first concert was a Hanson concert.
Nice.
Yeah, that was actually the first pop record I ever had.
If we want to go first concert for me, I was like 6. That would be Barry Manilow. So.
It's all right.
I'm still a
You
fan
wrote
of
the song.
That's why you're a hunk of burning
Makes the
love.
whole world sing.
It wasn't my choice. That Mama Dukes bought the tickets. You know,
Yeah.
I was a kid.
What's wrong with the Hanson? That's what I say.
Why not? We're gonna jam that out in a couple minutes.
Okay, if you had $5 at McDonald's, what would you buy?
$5 at McDonald's. What would I buy? Nuggies, chicken nuggets all day, all day
The
long.
chicken nuggets are good. And since they changed the formula a little bit to like that all white meat stuff again, a lot better.
All day chicken
A lot
nuggets.
better. Current jammy jam. What you listening to right now?
My current jammy jam. That's a tough Tough question.
What were you listening to on the way here?
Everything. I went through Chimera. I went through...
Dude, Impossibility to Reason, one of my favorite
God.
records.
Anders Herrick he's an insane monster. So I went through Chimera. I went from Andy McKee, the instrumental guitar player. I listened to William Michael Morgan, country. Oh man, I mean,
Any new stuff that's really pippity popping?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That Uptown Funk song is still my jam. It really is.
You didn't
like,
transition to 24.
24, I was just gonna say.
No. Ever since I actually saw the video on YouTube of that one kid dancing in the car, blew the confetti cannon in the back seat, that song has just become my favorite song.
That's funny.
I can't get away from it.
Dude, that new Highly Suspect. Have you heard of Highly Suspect?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, their new record, so good.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
So good.
I don't think
Like
I've
their
checked
first
it out.
record was so good. Their newest record is.
I'm
It's
gonna
amazing.
have to get into that.
They're a band that really brought back that '90s grunge. Like, it's crazy.
All right, so you're talking about favorite band or favorite jam?
No, right now you're just current jam. But I mean,
yeah, it's probably Uptown Funk then.
Yeah?
Favorite band is Tool all day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Never. I was never a fan.
gotta be a Tool fan.
You're like, bah, get out of the shot.
Podcast over.
But no, I've never been a fan of Tool, and I saw Perfect Circle once. I've never seen Tool, but
They're coming around again.
yeah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
New album will be out any day now.
Oh. Doo-dooms.
Yeah.
And what's my last stupid question? I forget. Oh, how do you like your women?
Oh. Oh yeah, we talked about this, right? Big,
Which
fat,
you better be
wet.
careful.
Wow.
You better be careful because your woman's standing right there.
I know.
Who is so nice of you to come and watch us be
Thank you.
assholes all day. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thanks to JC. I mean, we'll be doing these a lot more, hopefully.
Yep.
Drum Tax, which is JC. SJC Drums, man, we ripped those. Rich Sticks, Gretsch. I mean, they don't pay me. They could pay
Ludwig,
me.
Bucks County Drums.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of hit on
Did it
a
all.
little bit of everybody
Evans
today.
Heads.
Yeah. Got Rich's Black Sheep beater.
That thing is so cool.
DW with that
Really
new
is.
5,000 pound. Joe Mugen.
Mugen Music Group.
Mugen
baby.
Music Group.
Who, by the way, just liked your Instagram post. Thank you. Sorry, this is the last thing I saw.
Joe's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
Yeah.
Just stop watching Kesha, Joe. Don't go to any more Kesha shows, buddy.
No more.
I love Kesha. No, my answer to how you like your women, like Kesha, I would.
Wow.
Love hard,
I'm
live
like,
fast.
it's like, wow.
Sleazy, yeah.
My first thing was just say bitchy and untouchable, but
And
Oh!
sleazy. Don't forget about
Sleazy. Sleazier the better for Brady.
So, yeah. On behalf of the Midlife Society, I call this story closed. This session
thanks
closed.
again to Dan Malsh. Danny Malsh
Yes,
at Soundline
thank you, Dan.
Studios. So, wrap?
Podcast done.
Dude, thank you much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
Seriously.